Welcome to today's morning meditation. Put this together. Humbly bow down, taking permission for this morning's meditation from our Mother. Surrendering ourselves completely on her lotus feet. Let us raise our Kundalini and take our breathing. Let us settle our attention to Muladhara.
Please help us clear and enlighten our Muladhara. Left hand towards Mother and right hand on the ground. Attention on left Muladhara. Shri Nirmal Ganesh Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mother, by your grace I am innocent. Now, both hands on the lap, attention on Santimuladhara. Say Shri Ganesh Gauri Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Gauri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please make me innocent. Please come in our Santimuladhara and clear my Santimuladhara. Slowly put right hand towards Mother and left hand on the ground. Attention on right Muladhara. Shri Kartikeya Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please make me worthy of your love, of your attention. Please make me worthy of you. We say Sarva Rakshasantri mantra here. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Rakshasantri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mother, you are the destroyer of all the evil in me. Please destroy all the negativity, all the blockages within us.
During this week, let us work on the 6 enemies of the soul. We start with the first enemy, as told by Mother, which is kama, the desire. We can keep both our hands on the lap. The mantra is Shri Nishkama Sakshat, and the affirmation is Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me desireless. Please establish within us the pure desire of God Almighty. I'm reading this from Nirmal Vidya, where it is written that Kama affects Mooladhara, whole left side, heart, superego, and back agya. We can put our focus on all of them or any one chakra with a deep desire to attain the Shuddha Ichcha. Let us recite the mantra, and for a few minutes after that, request Mother to make us desireless. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
निर्मल धर्मदायिनी विश्व वरदा देवी प्रेमदायिनी वरदा देवी प्रेमदायिनी वरदा देवी प्रेमदायिनी जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय 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 जय दुर्गे जय जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय जय दुर्गे जय जय दुर्गे 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 जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे भुवनेश्वरी जय जय हो महिमा तेरी जय जय हो महिमा जय जय हो महिमा This is a speciality of Indian classical music. It's called Meend.
Keeping our attention on the Sahasrara, let us continue listening to the talk we were listening to before Navratri started. This is from 1984 in Sydney.
Catch up on this or this. These are the two swadhisthana which demand. I hope you put your hands like this. You will get your realization as well when I drop it. Just like this. And we both the feet straight on the ground. Just like this.
Excuse me, could you please turn up the topic? This step is quite low. I don't know if other people find it hard to hear.
Could we turn up the volume for somebody at the back?
I'm sorry for that. I've been talking about it. It's better now? Sorry for that. You should have told me earlier. You were so silent, I didn't know. Now is it all right? Now, I was telling you that when you put your hands like this, first the cool breeze starts blowing. Alright? But when you have got your realization, you put your hand on somebody to test it, you catch on this one, that means it is unauthorized. Unauthorized working of the demand. Can be subconscious areas, can be supraconscious, can be psychologist or anyone who catch on this. When you work on your mind, the mind is the one that is the super ego there, the blue one is the mind. And when you have somehow or other gone to some person or have had something to do with magic yourself, then you catch on this. It's left swadhisthana because. And when you catch on this, you have to say that you believe in the divine working, in the pure working of the divine. And that's called as Nirmala Vidya. Nirmala means pure. The pure knowledge of the technique, how to raise your Kundalini. When you say that, this gets all right and the spirit sleep. There are many people who have come to me who are now they say, how by Kundalini you cure back pain? What do you do about it? Nothing. I just give them Kundalini awakening. Then when the Kundalini awakens, when she goes to this center, which is the second center within us, the enlightenment takes place, the deity there of creativity gets awakened. And with the light, this darkness within you just disappears. Just goes away. Epilepsy can be cured. If somebody is suffering from epilepsy, there's a very simple method of curing that person. Extremely simple. When you come next, I will tell you how to get such a person cured. It's very simple. Sahaja Yoga is a spontaneous living method by which you can cure people as a byproduct of Kundalini awakening. It's not that I'm here as a healer and I'm going about give me $10 for healing sometime. It's just when Kundalini gets awakened, you get cured. You get a good health. Because the Kundalini passes through this center which is responsible for your physical side. If your physical side is alright, then your health is alright. But there are other things with you. It's emotional side, there is also you have got your mental side, and also you have got above all is the spiritual. All these things are to be enlightened through Kundalini awakening. The first thing that happens to you, that's your health improves. No doubt. All kinds of things like paralysis, cancer, diabetes. Diabetes is curable by Sahaja. This I must explain to you how diabetes is cured. Diabetes is caused by people who think too much again. Who think too much, so the center has to work very hard and it cannot give sufficient attention to the pancreas which is on the left hand side. Because of that, the left hand side becomes frozen and the right hand side is working very hard. Now how will you cure your diabetes? Only way is if you have a realized soul, you give vibrations to the pancreas and give a balance to a person. There's a way of balancing. If you can balance the thing, people get rid of their diabetes. Arthritis also can be cured. But now I must tell you about the spleen, which is a very important thing in us, and I think every one of you must understand it in full way. Spleen, we do not know how important it is within us. It is the speedometer. It looks after the speed we have. The way we are speeding these days, we move really telescopically. We talk telescopically. We walk telescopically. Even if we are very speedy. And this speediness comes to us when our spleen has gone crazy. How does the spleen go crazy? It's very simple. Now spleen is there to create new blood corpuscles, red blood corpuscles, to meet all the emergencies you go through. For example, you are eating your food and it's an emergency, you need more RBCs, red blood corpuscles, so this spleen starts emitting more red blood corpuscles. But at the same time, you have the 9 o'clock news and you hear something horrible, another emergency is created. Then suddenly you eat your food and run. Third emergency is created. Poor spleen gets absolutely crazy. It does not know when to produce what blood cells. It doesn't know what to do with you because suddenly you have 3-4 things together. You'll be having your breakfast, putting one foot on the car, you're having your breakfast, talking to somebody that side, hear somebody just saying, get in, and all this going on simultaneously. Poor this spleen doesn't know which way to move. So it becomes crazy. And then the attack comes somehow. And blood cancer is setting. Blood cancer is the result of speediness. So one has to be very careful that our spleen must be alright. I'm warning you as a mother. I know these problems, we have pure blood cancer, but it's a horrible disease and once it gets over, within 1 week they say it finishes. Now we have cured many patients of blood cancer which were declared to be dead after 8 days. You see, that's how they give a certificate. After 8 days or after 1 month. That's the certificate you get in the hospital. You will die. But in Sahaja Yoga, when they try to cure them, they have been cured. And when they went to the doctors, they said, I know it was really remarkable, but we can't believe it was surgery. Even if a doctor is cured, they say, this doctor has gone mad. He's talking like this. How can he? Here they have certified the person is going to die within 8 days. And there he is cured and going strong after 2 years also. They'll say there must be something. They do not want to accept because this challenges their knowledge. But I'm not here to take away their profession. They can have lots of patients. I'm not here to cure them. It's just the seekers who come to me for realization are blessed by divine grace and they get bring, they get cured because they are seekers. They are the men of God. And they have to become the prophets. When they become the prophets, in this era, they have to convert others in the same way, and they will make them prophets. It's said by William Blake about 100 years back. He has described all these things in his book, Milton Will Be Survived. He has gone to such a limit of prophecy that he was such a seer that he has even described where I lived, Surrey Hills. The first beacons will be lit in Surrey Hills, and also he has said where our ashram is going to be in the ruins because we had no money, so they purchased a ruined place. In the ruins, the foundations will be laid in Lambeth Vale, and there it is, our ashram is. It has come to Lambeth Vale, and here is her loom vibrates the sinew of love. And Lambeth Vale, and he says, this is going to become the Jerusalem. Just imagine, a person 100 years back could see, he was such a seer, and he has written all about it. But human beings are not sensitive to things. I went to see his exhibition, he was a great artist. I was amazed, they were just seeing how he has shown nude women in the head. Just imagine. We went there to see this. I mean, this is like we went to see a flower show, and there you are picking up all the filth and dirt. Is this the way to look at beautiful things? See for beauty and think of beauty. And then you are beauty. Why should you desire exotic things in life? Why should you not desire something that's so beautiful and that is your spirit? This is the second center I have told you. This is the one which limits our religion in the sense of a sustenance, not the religion the way you understand. Because all these religions are just like flowers on one living tree, have been plucked by people, and they say, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. And they have made these flowers very ugly, and such just flowers are decaying. The whole attention should be on becoming the spirit. If it is not, the rest of it is not God's work. God's work is just to awaken your Kundalini. It's a living work. Because if He is the living God, He has to do the living. His work is to transform a little flower into a fruit which you cannot. In the same way, you cannot pulsate the Kundalini, but it will pulsate when you come to Sahaja Yoga. You will see with your naked eyes the pulsation rising over here, and you can see your baptism taking place. It is written by so many people, and they have said, like Kabir Das has clearly said, we had a great poet called Kabir Das who has described Sahaja Yoga about 300-400 years back. And we had Adishankaracharya who has very clearly said all these things that I am telling you, but this was a knowledge limited to few people. Even Krishna talked to one Arjuna, Christ talked to some multitudes, and they crucified him. Because they couldn't understand what he was talking, what was there to crucify. They did not recognize. Moses, how many people recognized him? Abraham, how many people recognized him? They were never recognized, never understood. That was the problem. And this is what one has to understand. That the time, please sit down, please sit down. The time has come now to recognize, to understand, to recognize yourself that you are the spirit, not this body, not this mind, not this ego, but you are the spirit and not the gurus, so-called. The one who does not give you the spiritual realization is not you. It's not you. You must understand, this is the thing of Guru, the primordial master, who tells you to be in the center, who tells you all the things that are to be done in the name of religion. In the name of religion, everyone has said the same thing. Now, I don't say anything like that because I know how to handle the situation. We had a doctor in London who was an alcoholic who came to me. He got his realization, and next day he gave up. He just didn't want to have it. He said, no, I'm enjoying myself, I'm not bored, I don't even know about it. But he went to Germany, and he said that after 2-3 months, he said, I used to like my wine, let me try how it is. So went and had that one. When he had it, he felt like vomiting. Absolutely, he said it was smelling like a corn put in the water. He never smelled that way before. And he just felt like vomiting. He was very nauseating, and he just gave it up. What happens really is that when you get your awakening, your religion is enlightened within you. Then I don't have to tell you, don't steal, don't talk daily, don't do this. Like my own daughter has a granddaughter. I mean, I have a granddaughter who is a realized soul, 2 children. 2 granddaughters are realized souls. And one of them came later, but she said, grandmother, did you have to read this stupid thing called as moral science? I said, no, why? It's foolish, isn't it? They tell us don't not tell lies, don't steal. Are we servants? Why should we tell lies? Why should they tell us all these things? I don't like it. So the little one said, oh, there are stupid people. How can they say like this? Why should we do it? There's no temptation here. We don't have to say there's not temptation. You are awake. You are dharmizing. Your sustenance. Like we are human beings. If we have to pass through a dirty lane, then we cannot do it. We feel horrible. We close our noses. We feel the smell of the dirt and the pig. But you take a horse, he already walks very nicely. He's not bothered. He doesn't make the smell. In the same way, your awareness gets like. Then, whatever is sinful, you don't like it. You just don't like it. Whatever takes you away from spirit, you don't like it. Because you lose your vibrations. You lose your vibration. Now, another center is also very important, which is for our well-being, called as Nabi Chakra, what which I'll tell you next time, because already I have told you quite elaborately. Moreover, I would like to have questions from you today also. But like last time, don't go on asking questions and the same person asking. One person should ask only one question and a sensible question. Because you are seekers, don't waste your time and don't waste time of others. Right? Thank you very much. Questions?
Do you feel that reincarnation is necessary in another earthly body until realization is gained?
Is reincarnation necessary until realization is
That is again you are thinking about the past. You see, why to worry? You have reincarnated many times. No doubt about it. But now this is the point. At this point, where are you? There's no need to have reincarnations. Who is going to count? From amoeba to this stage, how many times you incarnated, what all knows? Okay. At this time, you have to have your spirit enlightened. Alright? Forget about the past. Just forget it. And then we start thinking, especially in India, they'll ask me, was I a king? Was I this? Was I that? I said, I'm not bothered about the history. There was a boy, very scholarly. He came and asked me, Mother, was I Napoleon last life? I said, why? He said, even if I was, don't tell me, otherwise I'll jump in the sea. I said, no, why? Well, what makes you think that? He said, because I'm very ego-oriented, my ego is colossal, and another point is I'm very good at drawings. So I think these two combinations are only possible in Napoleon. I said, no, you are not Napoleon, don't you worry. He said, otherwise I'll jump in the sea and take another incarnation. So don't worry about these things, alright? It can be quite deviating. There is a big show going on everywhere. What was my last life? Somebody said you were in Egypt. So what does it matter? Whether you were in Egypt or Timbuktu, what does it matter? You see, this is a big story going on. People pay money. Now tell me what is. And they are telling also very nicely about these things. See? You must ask the person, what was you last time? Must have been a donkey. Otherwise, why are you taking money for this?
Sir, after the Adelaide book, The Serpent Power. Have you read it?
Have you read Sir Arthur?
Adelaide.
The Serpent Power.
I've read it, Baba. I don't know what to say. I don't know how we wrote. I mean, there is no honesty about it, really, I tell you. There are so many books, I've seen such a big books. I was surprised how could you write such books without knowing anything. Anything whatsoever. It's so confused, contradictory, all that. But how could I always had a great admiration for Western people that they were honest. Whether they did wrong or they were thieves or anything, they were honest about it. But this fellow, I don't know where did he get such courage to write about Kundalini without knowing a word about it. Horrible. Absolutely. All these books, so many, like this Gopi Krishna's book I read, is like a person coming from a village and putting his hands into the plug and saying that I got a shock. He doesn't know anything. They're so naive, not only naive, but in his case, I think he's not entitled. He is not suitable. You have to be a very holy person to do that. You have to be compassionate. You have to be love. You have to be pure. It's all money-making propositions, I tell you. Write about Kundalini because it is unknown. It's just money-making propositions. Everything is a money-making proposition these days. In the name of God, in the name of religion, in the name of Kundalini, in the name of all that is holy, because there is no authority that will catch you. And poor people who are seekers, who are true seekers, who are innocent, who are simple, are caught by that. If you have read too many books, I have a problem with you. I must tell you. First of all, you have to throw all these books in the sea. Because all the books are in your head and you are lost. Yourself is lost. I really tell you, it's very true. This one is standing there with the same thing. He gave me such a bad time for some time. He was shaking and he had all sorts of things happening to him when he first came to me. And he had read all the books from A to Z, from this side to this side, and this side to this side. There's no book which he left. I said, now at least leave one book for me to read.
Is there a difference between the awakening and the realization?
There is a difference between awakening and realization. Is true. It awakens, it passes. You can see with your naked eyes. Many people, when there is obstruction, you can see. It passes through various chakras, you can see. In some people, it is so slow moving. Otherwise, it takes just a split of a second. But if there is obstruction, you can see it. And the awakening has taken place. But the breaking of the sahasrara is the realization where you get cool breeze in the hand. If you don't get cool breeze in the hand, at least you must get cool breeze here, minimum. Sometimes this center is very bad in many people. Then you don't feel it in the hand, but you must feel it here. But still, it's just the beginning, just determination, Like Christ has said, that some seeds fell on here and some seeds fell there. It happens like that. So awakening is not the end of it, it's just the beginning. It has started. And then realization is established. First, when the Kundalini goes over this chakra, you get a state called thoughtless awareness, where there's no thought in your mind. It's very easy to get. This is the center of Christ. It goes above that. When it passes through all the centers of Moses and Abraham and all that, it passes through the center of Christ, and it passes through this Brahma this ultimate moon. When you get your baptism, then you feel the cool breeze in the hand. But it may be sucked back into the places where there's a problem. Because with me, I've seen people get it just like that. It flows like a great river in flat. It happens. But then, sometimes it comes back. But once it is awakened, we have to learn how to establish it. It's a very good question, my child.
There's one school of thought regarding enlightenment that advocates, or doesn't advocate, it says that enlightenment can be a static process. This is what you've described as a dynamic process.
The school of thought describes enlightenment as a static process. What you describe is a dynamic process.
Yes, it is not static. How can that be? It's a living process. You see, you become collective conscious. You become that. You see, you become really dynamic because your awareness has a new dimension. You become collectively conscious. You start feeling another personality. You start feeling yourself. You start getting the power how to raise the Kundalini. You don't know how many powers you get. It's like this, that you have, say, a big, huge chest. Now, if I say there is music here, song here, drama here, we say, well, we can't see anything. We bring a television and put it to the base. You see the mirror. That's what you are. You are really dynamically. Dynamic is not the word, there's no word to describe how you are made. It's so beautifully done. Once you are put to the mains, all your power starts flowing. There's no end to it. It's so miraculous, so wonderful. I wish you could see one of my photographs that they have taken, which you will not be able to explain. I think next time I'll bring it along. You become so dynamic. A person, if you have seen my book, Adelaide, is a person, very ordinary person. He was a gardener. He got his realization. And he had never handled a camera, or he did not know how to handle a camera. He once took a camera and took my photograph. And that is such a wonderful photograph he has taken. And since then he discovered he can take photographs very well, he can paint very well, he can sing very well, and you become really so dynamic and inexhaustible. Producing. But still, human beings as they are get caught up with the ego, caught up with the super ego, so you must know how to get rid of it. And I must say, Mohammed Sahib is the one who has told us lots of things, lots of secrets, how to get rid of these things. They are all have added to the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga to such an extent that really we should have gratitude for all of them.
Let us join our hands with gratitude. Thank you, Shri Mataji. you love. And this wonderful knowledge of Sahaja Yoga Father, please show us the right way. Let us together raise our Kundalinis and take a bandhan. Thank you so much for your vibrational presence this morning, everyone. May you have a wonderful day. Jai Shri Mataji.